Well, outrage is growing in the Catholic community as a funeral for... Oh, yeah. You want to take these down? Okay. Sorry about that.
No, I'm not. It wasn't like a thing. I just didn't want... I'll put it back up.
Okay.
There's coffee in here.
There's coffee.
I got
There we go.
Get your morning started. But somebody, I can't find my Newsmax mug, and somebody reached out to me on Twitter and said, "Where's your mug?" Instead, I got this foolish thing. I don't know where it is. It's a big building. You know, Newsmax is doing well, so we got
We've now derailed, so we're going to get back on track here. All right, so there was outrage in the Catholic community this morning as a funeral for a trans prostitute activist at St. Patrick's Cathedral in New York City sparked scandalous and sacrilegious behaviors, with the mass for the funeral focused around praying for transgender rights and access to gender-affirming health care, and the eulogy referring to the activist as an offensive name used to describe the mother of all prostitutes.
All right, joining us now for reaction is the former vice chair for the New Jersey Federation of Republican Women, Melanie Collette, and our very own birthday girl, 29 years old today. Ladies and gentlemen,
I'll take it.
Alex Kramer. Great to have you both on. Alex, to your birthday in a moment. Melanie, I want to talk about this and get your reaction. So friends of this activist claim the reasoning for wanting to hold the funeral at St. Patrick's, and for people that are not familiar with Midtown Manhattan, this is the biggest, most famous church in the city, was due to her ongoing conflict with the church and because she was someone who fought against the church and religion her entire life. How is that okay?
It's not okay. It makes me extremely angry to think that someone would do this on purpose. Listen, I think most Americans are live and let live. So why is it that these people of this ilk, have a problem with religions existing, with people believing what they believe? Why do you have to go in and do the complete opposite? But also, I question why the church would have that there in the first place and allow that in God's house. Doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, and the Archdiocese of New York issued a statement saying, quote, "The cathedral only knew that family and friends were requesting a funeral mass for a Catholic and had no idea, and our welcome and prayer would be degraded in such a sacrilegious and deceptive way." Now, the family says the church did know.
Yeah, that's, well, from the reports at least that I heard, that is completely false. That the family actually actively hid all of this information from the church court. The pastor actually said he had no idea about this person's background. And not only were they actively against Catholicism, this person had a one-woman off-Broadway show that was centered around atheism. This person was an extreme atheist that talked about all the time, moved away from the Catholic Church, did not respect the Catholic Church, said growing up had no interest in the Catholic Church as well. So the fact that they come in just making a complete mockery of Christianity, and not only that, you know, I'm sorry, but you have to put a little bit of blame on Pope Francis as well. He's been very lenient when it comes to sexuality in the Catholic Church. So again, maybe they felt they had a little more leeway. But again, this person was an atheist, let alone everything else that made up their life.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on now to the Biden administration. Whole lot to talk about there. So they've got this trans admiral, Rachel Levine, used to be identified as a man. She's got kids. She identified him as a man until her mid-50s, right? And now she's delivering a message about how climate change is hurting black people. Let's listen.
Hello, I'm Admiral Rachel Levine. This Black History Month, I'm pleased to partner with OMH in advancing better health through better understanding for black communities. Climate change is having a disproportionate effect on the physical and mental health of black communities. Black Americans are more likely than white Americans to live in areas and housing that increase their susceptibility to climate-related health issues. And 65% of black Americans report feeling anxious about climate change's impact.
Melanie, can I just say, no wonder Russia invaded Ukraine. No wonder Hamas attacked Israel. Because those are the people, that's an admiral in Joe Biden's world. Those are the people running our United States military. It's a scary thought.
It's frightening. And can I just say, as a black person, when I hear this kind of thing, it's just so mad. When I was preparing for the show today, when I was preparing for this segment, I was like, just don't say any bad words. That's how mad I am. Don't say any bad words on national TV at 6:30 in the morning. Don't do that. Because stop using black people as an excuse for your agendas, for your horrendous agendas. I guess I'm in the 35% of black people who are not stressed out about climate change, a little more worried about our open borders, about crime here in New York City every time I come to visit, about the education system being terrible for everyone and black people. Black people are very much worried about more important things than climate change. And this makes me so mad that this administration and people like that person continues to use us for their agenda.
I also think if you're trying to deliver a serious message, Rachel Levine is not your person because she is not a serious person. The message gets lost when you have her delivering it. And I know a lot of people out there will say him, but we're talking about somebody who identified as a man until his 50s and has kids, and now is a woman and a female and an admiral, and it's just, you lose the message when that's your messenger.
Yep.
Embarrassing.
All right, we got to leave it there. Thanks so much, Melanie, Alex. Appreciate you guys this morning.
Appreciate it. We have a beeper, so we can beep, in the back, just in case.
Get it ready, get it ready.
Well, up next, business owners in New York State panic in the aftermath of former president's civil fraud trial. What precedent does the landmark penalty set for businesses here in the Empire State? Alex Kramer has much more next.